When it comes to openings, you know, developing is a big deal. You want to develop your pieces. You want to take the center, right? So this is a game between the student and the teacher. The student is black and the teacher is white. So the teacher plays e4. And this happened about 400 years ago. This is back when the dinosaurs were still roaming the earth. And they played e5. And the student is giddy because he's finally playing his teacher, and the teacher promised him pizza if he won. Yes, back then they did have pizza. Don't sue me, bro. Google check it. He's attacking the pawn, and now he's protecting the pawn. And this is called the Philidor defense. Okay, and the Philidor defense, you're protecting here. Maybe one of the ideas is to play f5, knight f6, and maybe here at some point after you develop all of your pieces. So the teacher obviously just goes ahead and starts to attack stuff. That weak square on f7. And the student has seen many different attacks on f7, and especially when the knight gets to g5, so he's a little bit scared. And he plays defense, and he plays h6. And so the teacher's like, okay, you play h6, I'm going to play a developing move. Can you guys see this? He plays a developing move, he gets 3 pieces out, and black has 0. So finally, he plays bishop g4. And this is where the teacher starts to think. And the teacher starts to think, and then he starts, you know, just like trying to grab something. And then, Chelsea, thank you for reading the stream. Appreciate you. And the teacher starts to go in the air, and then he touches his knight by mistake. And I'll do this, by mistake. He touches his knight. And then he's like, oh, I don't want to move that piece. But back then, they had the touch move rule. And the student's like, no, get out of here. You got to touch the piece. This is verbatim, by the way. This is exactly what happened. And he's like, do you have to move this piece? Please give me a chance. He's like, no, I'm going to take your queen. Ha! And he's like, oh, please. And I'm fine. I'll just take the pawn then, whatever. And then almost instantaneously, as if the queen were never there, the bishop takes the queen. And then the teacher looks up at him and says, okay. Takes, check, right? He's defending and this knight is defending. King here and checkmate. And this is called Legal's mate. Okay, and so that's what happens when you don't think about your opponent's plans and you only think about your plans, right? So just try to always say, hey, what does my opponent really want to do before you go ahead with your ideas?